This is how much these Kraft Dinner and Betty Crocker cake mix boxes used to carry. And this is how much they've shrunk. But the packaging still looks the same. Shrinkflation, it's real.
They're charging the same price. So there it is, shrinkflation in action.
I am freaking pissed.
You want to talk about shrinkflation? This is an entire box.
I picked up, it was like 750 grams. This is not 750 grams.
I have just been victimized by shrinkflation, and I'm pretty mad about it.
Canadians are calling out a popular brand of pasta sauce for another case of shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation.
Oh yeah, 750 grams. Okay.
All right, so Sensodyne, shrinkflation.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
Grams. So it's unopened, and of course it's 11 grams short. I bought this at Metro.
Welcome to Canadian Rant, the place where we say out loud what too many Canadians are quietly struggling with. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community because your story and your voice matter here. Today, we're diving into one of the most frustrating parts of the grocery crisis, shrinkflation. It's the hidden cost of groceries that doesn't just hit your wallet, it insults your intelligence. Instead of raising prices outright, companies are shrinking package sizes, trimming portions, and quietly giving you less for the same, or sometimes even more money. Think about it. A chocolate bar that used to be a treat for two now feels like a snack for one. A family-sized bag of chips is no longer enough for a family. Yogurt cups, cheese blocks, pasta packages, they've all gotten smaller. And yet, somehow, your bill keeps climbing higher. This isn't just clever marketing, it's corporate greed dressed up as normal business. And while you're left stretching fewer groceries across the week, executives are pocketing millions. That's the hidden cost we'll expose today.
Canada, can we talk about the Eastside Mario's shrinkflation? I swear, the bread used to be like the full size of the bag, and now look at this. I know they say size doesn't matter, but what happened to the other, 3 inches of my bread?
You want to talk about shrinkflation? This is an entire box of Kraft Dinner. It's not even like a big bowl. It's a normal bowl. That's an entire box. Just in one bowl.
So I went to the grocery store yesterday and I just picked up some frozen vegetables because I was like, whatever, a little bit cheaper. They'll last a while. And I picked up, it was like 750 grams. This is not 750 grams. So I went home and I weighed it. And this is how much is actually in this. Scale's at 0. There's nothing on it. I didn't tear it. It's fine. 434 grams. We are being screwed. Really bad. And I think that Canada needs to engage with our French side sooner than later and introduce Gale and Weston to something that I like to call cake.
Shrinkflation. Look at this. I can see through it.
So we just opened this up. Brand new, making lasagna. Oh, that's really full. How much is supposed to be in here? Oh yeah, 750 grams. Okay. Don't look like 750 grams to me. Cool, Dairyland.
New studies find that shrinkflation is very real in Canada and shoppers are understandably pissed. studies confirm that Canadian manufacturers have been downsizing their packages and quantities of products over the last 5 years while keeping prices the same. It was found that 1 in 5 products in your grocery cart are likely up to 25% smaller than they used to be.
So guys, I'm doing my grocery shopping and I thought I'd show you a little shrinkflation in action. So I went to grab these Tostitos because I like the multi-grain, but I felt like this bag feels a little bit small. And, you know, so I look at it and I'm like, okay, $2.70, maybe that's normal. And then I went to go and check out the price and the size of the regular ones. And they are $2.95 grams. By the way, same price. And these ones are $2.70 grams. I fully recognize that that probably doesn't translate into like many more or many less chips. We're talking about 25 grams, but they're charging the same price. So there it is, shrinkflation in action. Comment if you have experienced this yourself.
All right, so Sensodyne, shrinkflation. This is our old 5-pack from Costco, 145 mils each. Same price. New pack from Costco, 75 mils each. I mean, come on, that's like literally almost half the size. This is crap.
Hey Canada, shrinkflation has gotten disturbingly bad, as we all know. I have just found an example of this, and it's probably gonna be backwards for you. Yes, it is. Shake and bake. It's no longer shake and bake because it does not come with a bag. See, it did. We have the bake. I am shaking. There's no bag in the box. The whole point of shake and bake was that they give you the thing to shake it in and you put the stuff in and then you make the... I would just put breadcrumbs on a plate and do it myself. And it even says on here, wait, it says... shake chicken 1 piece at a time in a shaker bag. Don't know what they want me to use. I guess I'll buy that separately. Screw you, Kraft.
Hey everybody, want to share something with you. Kraft salad dressing, they've changed their bottle size, but that's not the only thing they've changed. They've also changed how much is in the bottle. So we're paying the same price for a bottle that has a little less product. I'm going to show you, hold on. So here we are, here's the 2 bottles side by side. Here's the old bottle, here's the new bottle, and we're going to focus on how much is in it. This one has 475, and oh look, the new one only has 425 mils. So we're paying the same price for less product. Yay us.
I'm not the kind of person to do like a talking head, I've got a bone to pick sort of video, but this is one, and it's shrinkflation. Everybody talks about this all the time, so it's nothing new. But I just went to the drugstore and I bought a chocolate bar. That's my car turning off. I bought a chocolate bar for my girlfriend. It's 46 grams. 46 grams. In 1999, chocolate bars of the standard size were 100 grams. And they were $1. $1 in 1999 money is $1.77 today. This chocolate bar was $3.20. That is almost double the price. It's also 46 grams as opposed to 100 grams. So it's actually quadruple the price. We can't even have cheap luxuries anymore, like chocolate bars, without paying out the butt for them. I hate this timeline.
Hey, Betty Crocker. Yeah, you're #1 in Canada. I needed to get some cake mix to make a Pokemon birthday cake for a friend of mine today. And my cake mix I had was expired, and I don't really use expired cake mixes. And I bought this today at almost $4 for a box. This is the one that's expired. I bought this 6 months ago at $2. Betty Crocker? What the hell, man?
I know we're all talking about the astronomical price of groceries in Canada right now, but we also need to talk about shrinkflation because I just witnessed this happen this week to a product that I buy multiple times a week for my household. We go through a lot of Greek yogurt in this household, and I buy the Siggy's vanilla yogurt. We go through probably 2 of those a week, and I went to buy some this week, and I want to show you the container that I bought last week. This is the one that I bought last week. As you can see, it's 750 grams, and this goes for around $7.99 a container, and that is a normal price for yogurt, sadly. And this is the one that I just bought yesterday. Yes, I know it's strawberry, it's not vanilla, they were out of vanilla, but all of the Siggy's yogurts are now 650 grams for the same price. They're still $7.99. We usually do like 200 grams for a serving, so these 750 gram ones would last us almost 4 servings, and now we get like basically 3 servings for the same price, for $7.99, which is already outrageous for yogurt. It is so expensive to eat well and try to eat healthy in this country. It's just getting so out of hand. Like, what else? What are we supposed to be eating? Like, I truly cannot remember the last time that we spent less than $200 in a week for groceries.
I have this brand new bag of frozen cherries that I bought. I wanted to see if it was actually 600 grams. So it's unopened, and of course it's 11 grams short. I bought this at Metro.
Okay, y'all, this is crazy. I just discovered this. So in July 2025, the chicken breasts are 5 pounds and 10 ounces, and they were $6.53. Now, fast forward a few months later, from September, it's 4 pounds and 89, and then I have to pay $14.57. So you're telling me that the price doubled? Are you kidding me? Really? I was wondering why it was so expensive. How is it in 2 months you go from $6 to 53 cents for 5 pounds, and then you go $14.57 for 4 pounds, nearly 5? Crazy.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little experiment. Bacon, 375 grams. Selection. It says thick cut. All right. Got my scale here. It's set to grams. Let's see. Oh, well, would you look at that?
Shrinkflation is crazy. Okay, you know what? Haagen-Dazs, we are officially beefing, okay? I am so pissed. It's 4 p.m. Look, I am at my best. I have my Haagen-Dazs body. I have been eating Haagen-Dazs since I was coming out of the womb, all right? My grandmother would feed it to me as a child, and I thought we were like mansion rich. It didn't matter that her kitchen table was in the kitchen. We didn't even eat at the dining room. I'm getting off topic. These used to be 500 milliliters. They are now 450 milliliters. That's a 10% reduction. The issue is not the 10% reduction. I almost understand it. Prices have skyrocketed. The issue is that in Canada, when you crest the 500 millimeter mark, you become a single serving. So this is now 10% smaller, and I pay the same, so 10% more expensive, plus I now have to pay 15%. So even on sale, I'm paying 75 cents in taxes on this. Look, I can't. This is all I got, okay? I got my ice cream. You say a serving is 3/4 of a cup, but now I'm paying tax like this is a single serving. Now, don't underestimate me, because I have argued with multiple local bakeries with delightful food when they charge me tax on 6 or more items, because there's not supposed to be tax on that. I know my tax laws, all right? You just need to fix this. I cannot succumb to Chapman's air-whipped BS, all right? I am a proud Canadian. I will pay my taxes, but this is not a single serving. And Haagen-Dazs, this is on you. None of the other shrinkflation has caused this to happen. If I want calorically rich to feed my delicious body ice cream, I want Haagen-Dazs. Now, I can't eat the coffee anymore because I'm off caffeine. Imagine that. This person, off caffeine, I know, but I love vanilla and I love strawberries. If I'm feeling wild, I'll mess with one of those, you know, mix-em-uppers or whatever you got going to compete with B&J's. But I can't. Please, you need to fix this. I can't pay tax on this. Please, just fix it. We're going to keep beefing if you don't.
The shrinkflation thing is real. Like, we just got the no-name wafer cookies, and this is what's inside. Do you see this? I'm positive the other ones were bigger. Does anybody have like an old package of them so we can compare? But I'm positive the older ones were like, there's like an extra third to them. I don't know.
I have just been victimized by shrinkflation, and I'm pretty mad about it. I saw a deal, $7 for some chicken wings at No Frills. I thought, that's more than fair. Let me go ahead and grab me some chicken wings. Count your days, Schneiders, because honestly, what is this? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 chicken wings. Is that fair? I mean, I don't understand why the box is so large and the bag is so large. That's what I'm getting. Okay, wait. It says, okay, 615 grams. Wow. Wow. Now I'm curious. I'm going to repackage it and reweigh it with it in the box and see if that makes up the difference. And if it does, that's terrible. That's definitely false advertising. When you look at the grams on the box, you're expecting it to be the amount of food in the box is going to equal 615. Not that the box itself is going to weigh 615. Yeah. Lies.
Have any of y'all noticed shrinkflation with food? I went to McDonald's the other day and I hardly eat there, maybe once every few months. And I could not believe how small the hot and spicies were. I got 2 hot and spicies and a small fry, and I could visibly see, I mean, the bun was smaller and the patty was smaller. It's just insane. Same thing with Raising Cane's. I went there the other day and I don't eat there very often. And but I've eaten there enough over the past 10 years to know how big, you know, their tenders usually are. And I could not believe how small the tenders were. They gave me 4 of them and they were maybe about 4 inches big. And these fast food companies are releasing their quarterly statements and they're like, gee, oh my gosh. I mean, you know, the customer just isn't interested. They're not eating anymore. We don't know what to do to get the customer to eat. You've shrunk the food. You've increased the prices. And your only disclaimer is you go on the website and you've written in little tiny font that, you know, due to economic circumstances that, you know, prices have gone up and the portions have gotten smaller. And they really want to act and gaslight the customer and be like, you know, it's the customer's fault. You know, they just need to eat here. Why? You're shrinking the food. You're raising the price. Why am I going to eat there?
I don't know about you guys, but I have a feeling that some of these companies are playing with my emotions. Here is Keto Vitals. This is this product that I've loved using. It's a great source of electrolytes for me. This is a brand new container. I just took the wrapper off of it. I thought my camera was filming, but apparently I was in time-lapse mode. Ha ha ha. This is the old scoop that I have been using for several years. And this is the new scoop that I just received out of the brand new package. So just for comparison, Now, something I'd also like for you to keep in mind is that these supplemental facts are identical in each package. One that I've been using for a while, and then this is the brand new one. There is no way in hell that you are gonna tell me that there is the same amount of magnesium, calories, energy, all that bullshit in this scoop as there is in this scoop. And just for shits and giggles, I have a scale here. So I am actually going to weigh this out and tell you if this scoop is truly the same as this scoop. Bear with me. This is the new scoop going on to the scale. Let's see what we're working with here. This is the old scoop. So previously, you remember it was 0.02. This is 0.03. So the scoops are definitely smaller in the newer packaging than what they were previously. Can somebody please make this make sense? Because this math ain't mathin'. Make it make sense.
Guys, I'm pissed. I am freaking pissed. I'm gonna write a letter, okay? I've heard of shrinkflation. I've never witnessed it myself until this day. I bought these Dempster's bagels. I used to eat these all the time when I was little. The blueberry ones, the everything bagel ones, these ones they're boss. They were delicious. They were fluffy. They were fat. You can make sandwiches out of them. They're just excellent. And tell me why these shrinkflation MFers have seen it fit, have sought fit to sell me this gaping bagussi. Gaping bagussi. Look at how wide that hole is. You could use this bagel as a picture frame. These holes used to be tight, meaty, fat holes you could barely put a finger through. Now, what the hell am I seeing? This is not normal. This is not normal. Come on, Bimbo Canada. What the hell are we doing here? Gaping bagussies.
This is how much these Kraft Dinner and Betty Crocker cake mix boxes used to carry. And this is how much they've shrunk. But the packaging still looks the same. Shrinkflation, it's real. And people want food companies to be transparent about it.
Have you noticed that Ben & Jerry's ice cream has gotten smaller? This isn't the first brand to engage in shrinkflation.
The average person, times are a little tough. They need to be aware of where their money is going. And if their money's getting them a little less every single month, it's something they should know about.
You feel upset just the fact that they're being deceiving to their consumers.
Some consumer experts say shrinkflation has been going on for years. Manufacturers only need to show you the weight or volume on food packaging. They don't have to tell you when they've downsized an item, so they're not actually breaking any rules. And because shrinkflation is hard to spot, it's tough to say how common it is and whether it's getting worse. The company that makes Kraft Dinner told us they downsize their products to offset higher production costs. One industry group in Canada also backs up that claim. General Mills, which manufactures the Betty Crocker cake mix, didn't get back to us for comment. Consumers and advocates say they want regulation. It would mean companies would have to alert shoppers when they shrink a product.
At least if they could have a specific label that says the quantity has been reduced, so at least people would know more about it and make better informed decisions.
Some countries like Brazil have already made this change. The Canadian government says it will investigate the problem, but as of yet, there's no action plan. Have you noticed shrinkflation when shopping? Share your story in the comments below.
And that's the hidden cost of shrinkflation in Canada. It may look like a slightly smaller cereal box or a few less chips in a bag, but what it really represents is something much bigger, a quiet erosion of trust, dignity, and fairness in the lives of Canadians. Because let's be honest, this isn't just a clever business move, this is a deliberate strategy to squeeze Canadians without sparking outrage. It's psychological. Companies know that if they raise prices outright, people will notice. But if they shrink the product, take away a few grams here, a couple of slices there, most people are too busy, too stressed, or too tired to catch it. And by the time we realize it, the damage is already done. Now think about the impact. A parent buys snacks for their kids, only to realize the box runs out days sooner than it used to. A senior on a fixed income buys juice, bread, or cheese, and notices the portions don't stretch like they once did. A young worker already struggling with rent and bills wonders why groceries just don't last the week anymore. Shrinkflation doesn't just steal from your wallet, it steals from your table, your peace of mind, and your sense of security. And let's not forget, the people at the top aren't suffering. Grocery executives are celebrating record profits. Shareholders are cashing in. Meanwhile, food banks are overwhelmed and Canadians are lining up just to feed their families. That gap, that divide, is what makes shrinkflation so cruel. It's not necessity, it's profit-driven. So here's what we need to do. First, keep talking about it, call it out. Share your shrinkflation stories. Did your favorite snack shrink? Did your pasta box get lighter? Did your bread loaf lose slices? Let's shine a light on this trick, because silence only protects those who benefit from it. Second, hold leaders accountable. Why are corporations allowed to quietly reduce product sizes with no transparency? Why aren't consumers warned? This isn't just a grocery store problem, it's a regulatory failure. Canadians deserve honesty, not hidden costs. And finally, let's support each other. Times are tough, and it's easy to feel isolated in the struggle, but you're not alone. Millions of Canadians are feeling the same frustration, the same betrayal, and the same exhaustion. By speaking out together, we turn individual anger into collective pressure, and that's when real change can happen. And if you believe these conversations matter, if you're tired of paying more for less, then hit that subscribe button and join us here at Canadian Rant. This isn't just a channel, it's a community, a place where Canadians finally get to be heard, because at the end of the day, no Canadian should ever be tricked at the checkout. No Canadian should feel like their hard-earned money buys less and less every single week. And no Canadian should be treated like they won't notice. Together, we can push back against this greed, demand transparency, and fight for fairness. This is Canadian Rant. Your voice, your fight, your community.